What it do, guys? Good morning. It is day 2 of Edinburgh and day 2 of Scotland. We are here at the top of Arthur's Seat, which is a hike that you can do right from the city center. It took about 20 minutes to walk from Old Town, where we are staying, which is like right over this way. I'll zoom in so you can see the cathedral is a good marking point down there, as well as the monument over here. And that there structure down there where my finger's pointing is the train station where we'll be leaving later today. But you hike all the way along the trail. You can probably see down here. We hiked all the way up this. It's a bit of a scramble here. And then we have this wonderful view of the city. So, solid way to start off the morning. And we're going to finish the rest of this hike and then have a few more stops today. And then later this afternoon, we should be heading to Glasgow. After that, we'll be picking up the van to head out to the Isle of Skye and up north to Inverness. So that's the plan for today. I'm excited to bring you guys along for the journey. And let's get into the rest of our day. Folks, what is up? As you can see, we are strapped up with the bags. We have come all the way to Paisley, Gilmore, a town right outside of Glasgow. So it's a little b-roll of our journey. We needed to be here for a certain time to pick up the camper van. That is right. We are going to be doing a camper van. That's how we're going to be getting out to the Isle of Skye, how we're going to be up north to Loch Ness and Inverness. And now we are trying to find our way along this beautiful little canal in this little town. Thus far, the people have not been that most helpful. Mia's been having a wonderful time dealing with them. We have about another 10 minutes until we arrive, and then hopefully head up north this evening. So that's kind of what the gig is, and see how this camper van thing pans out. What is poppin', folks? So we have finally made it to the van. Here is our setup for the rest of Scotland, not Ireland. As you can see, it's this lovely little van setup. You know, we had just some things to sort out at first as we were getting the van. There was like a few things that were unclear, but the gentleman who met us, Ben, was really wonderful, explained everything. So we'll go into a much more in-depth breakdown of like what's in the van. I'll give like a whole van tour later on, but as you can see, just generally the sink, electronics are on the back here. Cooking stuff is all in here. You guys will see us cook. This is the bed. Actually really beautiful. Yeah, the shelving, all reclaimed wood. Redone. They got little touches, bottle opener with a reindeer or something over here. Yeah. And then we have the cooler for our cooler, and then the bed is a sliding bed. It's kind of nice up here. As you can see, this is a 3-seater, which is really nice, even though there's 2 of us. Tons of storage, tons of things that we'll get into over the course of the video, and hopefully we'll get that classic, nice little view of us hanging out in the middle of the Scottish landscape. So we're gonna get going. And Mia's gonna get driving. Ooh. What is up, folks? We are here now on the side of the highway in the camper van, and we are getting some water. So from everything I've read, almost all the water in Scotland is drinkable and safe to drink. And right here, we are at an air and water station at the Shell, and we are filling up with this guy from this handy-dandy water and air pump to our water tank in here. I'll show you guys what that looks like real quick. The water tank ends up going in here. This is where the electronics and everything are. And this is our water tank. So I don't know if you can see here, we're about halfway full. And it comes through this hole here, and that's how we're filling up from out there. So just getting the niceties done, and then we're gonna be back on the road. officially in the Highlands, people. Made it to the Highlands. Woo! All right, folks, what is up? So we have gotten to Inverness and we are doing some food shopping. As you can see here, we got an assortment of stuff. We have camper, so we're gonna be able to chef this all up on the double burners. Trying to decide what beans we're gonna do. And we're gonna do, I got some cup of noodles. I'm burning crazy calories, so I'm allowing myself to get a couple of these. And then we're also gonna pick up some veggies, because I don't know if I've talked on the videos, Mia predominantly eats vegetarian or vegan, so it's kind of a cool way to kind of add some more of that to my diet, which, if you didn't know, I grew up vegetarian for like 14 years, so it's not a big stretch for me. But you know, also gonna pick up a little bit of meat, probably cook some of that. But yeah, that's the plan. Show you the haul once we get it all, once we get back to the car. What is up, folks? We have pulled in the dark to Ord Hill. Gonna have some kind of makeshift dinner. I'm having this Tesco chicken sandwich. Over here we're making some type of concoction. Don't totally know what's going on it. Maybe salmon, maybe butter, maybe not, I don't know. But yeah, this is super dope. Brings me back to like my road trip days. If you haven't seen those videos, I'll put that above over here. But yeah, I did a road trip across the USA in a micro camper I built in the back of, with the help of friends, in the back of a truck. And this is, you know, kind of like the next upgrade. But now we're overseas in Scotland, so it's even cooler. So right now, just charging a few things up as well. Gonna have this meal and then hit the hay. So see you guys in the morning. What it is, what it do, guys. Welcome to Scotland. This is day 4 for me. Out here at Ord Hill, doing this wonderful little hike to start the morning off. Sleeping in the truck camper, primo, really good. I wasn't sure, we were kind of on a hill, but it ended up being super comfortable. They did a really good job of the build, and because the camper is so small, or the van conversion, it makes it a lot easier to heat. So I was a little worried about it being cold last night. Wasn't at all. So right now the plan is to go down to Inverness, take a walking tour, and then go explore along the banks of Loch Ness. Loch Ness has always had like a little place in my heart ever since I've been little, because of the Loch Ness Monster, of course. So it's gonna be really great to actually go down, explore, take some photos, hope to get a cool drone shot or two if possible, but that's the plan for the day. Super excited. And we're gonna see what we get into for along the banks of the Loch Ness. So let's go for the rest of the day. What is up, folks? So we are here in Inverness. Behind me is the castle. Unfortunately, you cannot actually go into it. So we found out that it's closed. It was a former, I believe, the courthouse, and now it's been closed to be renovated so that we can actually visit and go inside. But we've been wandering around the city, looking at some of the historical buildings and such. Mia's been doing a wonderful job of keeping me up to date on my history. Really such a, what a historian. So this is the castle here. Again, I did think it was going to be a little bit more grand, but it seems that it was only repaired and started to be rebuilt in the 1800s. This area in Inverness is the gateway into the Highlands, they call it, and it's also really significant in Scottish history because this is the region where the Jacobites are from. The Jacobites are the people who rose up against the British and fought for Scottish independence. So this whole area has a wealth of history. There's many battlefields up north of the city. There's some stones up there as well that are as old as Stonehenge apparently. So we're gonna keep wandering around the city, maybe get a hot chocolate or something, and then move on. Again, these battles were happening in like the 1300s. So the city has like a long history. It's really beautiful and quaint. And we are walking right now on the Ness Walk. So just a little bit of information. What is up, folks? So I'm actually coming to you from right outside Inverness, about 20 minutes. Having a bit of a salmon sandwich here. We decided to book a boat cruise with the Jacobowitz Boat Company, and we're gonna actually take a boat ride in Loch Ness. The weather has cleared up. We weren't sure if we were gonna be able to do it due to the weather, but now that things are looking nicer, as you can see, the sun is shining and things are looking good. So we are going to be heading out for this boat tour ride around Loch Ness. So again, hoping the weather holds out and this ride is great. I'm gonna finish the sandwich and I'll see you guys on the boat. All right, folks, so we just wrapped up the boat tour and I figured I had to document our first bit of cooking. This is the cooking setup. I wasn't able to show this earlier. It comes out the side door. We got a double burner gas. We got the gas down here. We got the shut on and shut off down here. Let's give this a good old-fashioned try. Burner number 2, light. I think he gave us literally it's an empty lighter. So here we go. We're gonna try the matches. I tried with the lighter. We're gonna turn it on. Just hoping to blow myself up. What? That didn't even light?
No, sorry. What is
That's what I mean.
Okay, cool.
We are clearly having stove issues. All right, here we go.
Nope.
Currently struggling. Cook matches, don't do these. Don't buy these when you're in Scotland. These are not it, because they don't work. All right, folks, we have success. It is lit. It took a while. It was part of our mistake, and also it was a little finicky, is that the gas was off here, as well as here, as well as both the igniters on these are currently not working. So, making a little hot water, moving on to the next place. So we pulled off to the side of the road to an impromptu visit with a Highland bull. We're here at this lovely bed and breakfast, and right along the Loch Ness, and this lovely lady who runs it is showing us the cattle.
So basically, his calves will be arriving in 2 weeks' time. So babies that he mated with the mummies, and they're coming in 2 weeks' time. But that will probably be his last, even though he's only 8 years old. So because Highland cows can generally last till about 20, but because of his injury, he probably won't breed anymore. But my dad's cool with me also feeding him up quite a lot with the bread because he lost a little bit of condition because of his injury.
There you go. What is up, folks? So we've wrapped up here at a beautiful little bed and breakfast called Keela Cree. It's also a tea room, and this is where we saw the cow earlier. So as you can see here, hanging out on the wall above Mac, he's one of the celebrities. I will also say this place has been wonderful. It has great food as well. And if you are planning to hike the Great Glen Way, this is also a great option for you guys to stay and sleep here as well. So it's just something that you should consider if you're doing self-booking. The hosts are wonderful, Keela and Cree, hence the name of the tea room and the bed and breakfast now. Really, we'll just like highlight how amazing they are, and how much information they share with us, and of course sharing the wonderful Mac. So officially going to head off towards the Isle of Skye now. And yeah, we're gonna get on the road.